Hey, you cheer. You poop. We're gonna be starting the trial today. And I hope I can finish it before I want to go to bed. So let's get into it. I still have to upload the VOD from Monday. I've been procrastinating a little. Okay, let's see. I forgot all the voices again. Shit. History, right, so we're literally on the right away on the first cross-examination. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Scaven's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. He wasn't even there. This is the reach. It was lucky that a detective was first on the scene. The door was the only way out of the room, right? Yeah, pretty much. Then I don't get it. How can they say Maki did it? Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. I'm gonna press her on the last statement right away. Oh. How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, you know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window opened. Oh, god damn it! The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility: the air vent. Objection! But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly... Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. Child? Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed. And of other people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child. The defendant? The pixie of fucking hell. The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up towards the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. That's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there, you should know, Herr Forehead. And there's another vital piece of evidence. Evidence? What? Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened. What? And something else was found quite clear. The defendant, Maki Dwai's fingerprint. What? Order! 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 That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Herr Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven, and that one is our pixie. Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was up. What? I'm so confused. My reading comprehension is out of the window. I'm sorry. Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience. Whooping it up. Okay. So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I know the circumstances under which the body was found. I was there. An examination of the crime scene was enough to nail down the killer. I'm sure they have a good reason. They must have had a good reason to arrest Maki. And I'm going to find out what it was. I don't think this is... I'm gonna press this. I don't think the first statement is relevant. We were let in, though. I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you. I guess Fräulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. Oh, did you hear that? We're officially involved now. Gee, great. Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off. So no other outsiders were there then. It said I heard shots. I feel like this is also maybe related. Let's run this as well. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the only one chatting. I was eating snackoos. She's eating in court. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the who pinged me. Okay, Kev. Oh, hey, no snack in court. And you're sure the shots came from Lamour's room? Yes, absolutely. Wait. Or what? No, that doesn't make sense. The shots can't have been in the other room. Because they said that the revolver was strong enough to pierce the guy's shoulder. There would have been marks there, I think. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet. Thanks. So, how about it, Emma? We were right there. Had to be mistaken about that. Please, either talk or eat. Not both at the same time. Right, so after that, me and Mr. Loy there opened the dressing room door. Filled with blaring rock music in front of the body. I'm just gonna press her on everything, because I don't think there's anything for me to object here. Rock? Blaring, yes. When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days? That's right, when we went into the dressing room. Wait, that was not the background music? I thought that was the background music. Okay. Wait, maybe that was... Maybe someone was actually in the vent and that was to cover up the noises like in Danganronpa 2. 5th case where Nagito was blaring music to hide the... Okay. Perhaps sound from the stage into the backstage through the speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud? When I listen to the Gavinas with your ears, you feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage volume monitors at full volume. When we walked in the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine making it easy to determine the time of the crime. You could hear that music playing. Then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself. Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation. I don't think I'm supposed to just press everything here and then move on, because I don't think there's anything here for me to object to. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? That's right. What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert. My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods. Prosecutor Gavin? Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day. You might say the stench of conspiracy. The day at the concert hall? Conspiracy. Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning, no, that whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. Couldn't ride my hog to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case. There he goes again. It's not possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced those, misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? Your keys were in the victim's hand? That makes you a prime suspect. Hell yeah. Is this a fucking song? I'm not thinking something. Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? Something happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen. So that puts the detective for the most time on their hands on his task. I see, I can accept that. Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands? I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched. I'm thirsty. Sorry. I'm thirsty. Making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the crime scene. Simple and decisive. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit. I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. It can be over already. Very well, I believe this trial is finished. If the defense has no contradicting evidence, the prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If contradicting evidence, it would be better clear and oh shit, okay, I'm saving. I'm gonna mess this up. Hello, they've gotten us on the ropes already. You'd better come up with something quick. I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Maki is innocent beyond a doubt. About that. Is it Blemois? If it's a sub, it's all over. Call the witness. Blemois. She said that he never leaves her side. Oh, it's because she was... It's also because the victim, the bodyguard said she was there. Right. I was thinking way too complicated, I think. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I swear on my career as a prosecutor. And my million-seller hit song, Atroquinine? Atroquinine, my love. Or that's... I don't even know if that's supposed to be like a name or something. There he goes again. That's too bad, because there was a witness. Ho ho, early now. But how did you come to possess knowledge of prosecuting? You clearly does not. Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. Yay, I love flashbacks. Cold, so cold, witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Can't see. Hang there, Mr. Litau. I still don't know how to say his name. Let's witness. The witness is Siren. What? Victim said this before he died? Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. What do you mean by that? All we know is that her forehead says is what her forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. Okay, now focus. Let's see. Bro's locked in. Objection! But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job. It's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty. Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for? There's no backing up now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice. Well, duh. It's Lamoire. Lamoire? Recall Mr. Letaz's last words. Why are you flashing? We just flashed back to this 1 minute ago. Jesus Christ. The siren. Aha. You meant this. Dumbass judge. I want to slap him. I'm gonna smack him. Smack him real bad. That's right, the siren of the ballad. L'amour. It's just that's how the. Sometimes he's spaced, sometimes I just want to smack him, dude. I want to take a dookie on his head. On his big, shiny head. L'amour was only on stage for the second set. And she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, my claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime. Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show L'amour to the witness stand. I won't say nothing to the night of the... Friends! L'amour would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is. It is my distinct honor to welcome the siren of the ballad to our courtroom. You are too kind. Oh, you can speak English? Yes, I can. I'm not very good. There's much I do not know. You speak so well. Have you spent time here before? Actually, I do not know how you came. I came by my knowledge of your language. Oh my god. Why is she lying? I feel like she's lying here. No worse. Yeah, because you just randomly learn a language. Maybe she cooked in a Duolingo? Like the bird? Maybe? I don't know. What does she mean she doesn't know? I too sought to call as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course. What's that? A moi. Ça va se remettre. Sure she does. Sure. Whatever. Amnesia? L'amour is not my true. Yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage. Oh, she's even more mysterious than I thought. I started singing L'amour. She gives a good life. There are little difficulties for her, thanks to her success. No, if it was a duo, she would... God, I have to squint to read that. Hold on. No, if it was duo, she would have spat out random sentences like the bird is hungry or some shit like that. She's gonna... It's gonna tell us that Phoenix will be safe because I studied my vocabulary or something. Say my fucking wingdings vocabulary because that's what fucking Maki is speaking, I guess. Yet I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress. I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. You have nothing to fear in this court, L'amour. Thank you. Yet there's something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness? What might I say? Wingdings gangster. I mean, hold on. What court record? Bros wingdingsing. Wingding's son or Comic Sans daughter. L'amour, let me be frank. I didn't want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the white forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my. Do 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 do. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. Okay, time to object. What I saw. That's what I saw. Fuck you! That night I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. There it is, we're the bad guy. Call the Sands, play the Megalovanians, let us pedal against the true hero. Oh, you mean like... Anyway. I don't know if you could even hear that. I hope you did for the joke. I was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying. So you have it, she saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat. And refrain from detaining her here long as I need be. I heard that damn Megalovania. That one is easy to type in. I wasn't gonna bother type battle against the tree you're in. Also, there are such little songs where the first 5 notes make the entire song clear. I feel like there's probably some. Hold on, let me. If you're like a little bit if you're a little bit on that mainstream path, I guess you could also know this song from the first like 2 or 3 seconds. Like if you know, you know. Wow, you just got Apollo way to go, girl. Farewell, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Sabrina Carpenter? Now he's me every night. Oh. Then why wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime? She must know something, and I've got to find out what. But you must have seen something. Short and sweet like you, Umbra. You're sweet and short. Glass, I'm 1.94 meters. Fuck you mean short. Peachy is short. I'm not. Don't tell her I'm slandering her. Well, it's not slander when it's the truth, I guess, but... 1.9 reason. Let's do this. Yeah, like I'm not small. Life must suck. Honestly, kind of. It's a little bit annoying. Doesn't have that I'm also built like a baked bean, so almost every top turns into a crop top when I raise my arms, even a little. How's the doors over there? I honestly have to slouch for some of them. It's crazy. Like in the house where I live in, it's fine, but like for example next door, that hits their forehead on everything. I kind of do sometimes my forehead on a door frame, yeah. But you must have seen something. Mr. Lataus named you. Mr. Lataus? How can I tell you what I don't know? Lamois, he said you were a witness with his dying words. I did not know what he meant to say, but that night I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think I'm supposed to present something here. Let me press around this first. You did not return backstage once? Where were you then? What were you doing? I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing. Was Maki with you at the time? Fortunately, I do not know where he was. So much for an alibi for Maki. I think I'm supposed to present something here. Hold on, let me see. Oh, wait. I ate the Maki. Sorry. No. Spit the kid back out, bro. He's 14. I think I'm supposed to present the I never ate proper mochi. I think that's what it's called. I bought some once, but it was kind of ass. I want to eat the... Isn't there like also like a separate type that's like made from like ice cream or something? Then I'll return. Never did too. Don't worry. I think I'm supposed to present the brooch here. Brooch?
Objection!
Hell yeah. Nice. I'm sorry, Lamois, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not? Why, that's Lamois. She was wearing it for a song. Can you add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Lamois, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. That looks fucking stupid. Blood backs up her head so fast the cloth goes up and down. The fact that it like flew up like that is hilarious for some reason. What is the meaning of this? Lamois, please explain. Lamois? Oh no, she's speaking wingdings again. She says English is quite difficult. That trick's not going to work here. Your blood really does speak wingdings. Yeah, I told you. So does the Maki. Machi, I still don't know how to say his name. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. What now? In fact, at the time of the incident, blood sounds like entry number 17 from Undertale. Oh god, I used to be able to quote that in its entirety. You caught me off guard there. I went backstage, but only for a moment. What? Same back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. You really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? She's talking about that. About what? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. It's the quoted fully escalation. No, I just... That phase has passed a long time ago. I can yap about Just Dance from the top of my head, though, so we're good. Right, understood. Going to make sure no one comes in, right? Oh, by toast. This is, it's giving Danganronpa at this point. Why are we flashing back to this shit so often? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone? Did you see anyone just now? It was past for me as well until to the point I saw both Neo and finished becoming recognized by Moti? What? Do you mean Toby? I'm confused. Huh? No. I sworn I heard a door close. I looked into the room, just a glance, mind you. Man on the internet. Is that like his alias or something? So, that's why I'm saying a boot dropped. That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. Wait, Undertale musical. Here's a musical. Story of Undertale. Oh. This is all on me. Okay. That one. Welcome to the underground. Give us a ball. Sending it over to DC once. I'll take a look at it. Like, probably not tonight because I'm probably gonna go like straight to bed after stream. That's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch. Have fun ahead. She disguised the possibilities. The only thing that you can counter with that is evidence. So she looked in at the crime scene. Oh. They voiced everything. Oh hell yeah. Voice acting. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. The moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. A forehead shouting, "Who's there, no doubt." A horrible voice indeed. Bitch, I helped you! I helped you with your fucking little chores, and you're just treating me like this on court. Ugh. I closed the door immediately. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Lamois, you did look into the room, though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well, though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Get Undertale the musical. Nuh-uh. Except for just a moment, I saw nothing. Glad Mr. Toast's body was painted what? I wanna look at the... Was there a floor plan? Yeah, you could not have seen that. Is this what they're talking about? That was behind a wall, she couldn't have seen it? I think that's it. Objection! No? No, 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 okay, okay. I guess I'll perceive. Perceive. What? Again. Is there any... Is it her swallowing? Wait.
Gotcha!
Is it her swallowing? We're stopping Shut up! Listen, this is a woman. I'm never gonna be a pervert to watch a woman. The late Mr. Littell's body, you say? Yes? You know something more about Littell's death than you're saying. What? I could see you trying to not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. It was actually her swallowing. Okay. The fact that I picked up on that, okay. You can't fool my eyes. It is true, it was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Littell have to be shot? Now what the fuck everyone swallows. Do you never swallow in like a tight situation? I guess I don't, but... One moment, everyone. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Littell have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something, I knew it. Said 1 + 1 = 2 swallow. Would this bitch still get pissy and be like, nah, it doesn't? I don't know, I'm not Apollo Justice IRL. I mean, I guess this feature is kind of nice because it makes the trials a bit more interactive, but yeah, the swallowing thing is a little bit silly, I guess. So swallows her. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Fuck you mean nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Me when the IRS comes to my doorstep, you have to pay taxes. Nuh-uh. I mean, to be fair, I don't have to pay taxes because I don't make enough money, but... You know. Yes. Lamour, I'm afraid you haven't realized, but... Your words just not contradict your testimony. Huh? How could that be? Take this. Lamour contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. Ooh. Now this is relevant, right? Nope. Okay, it is not. It is not that. Shit. I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying my tax. I don't know if you guys. I mean, me neither. But I think if I say Finanzamt, no one's gonna know what I'm talking about. That's right. That totally contradicts her testimony. Take this. She could have seen it? I'm confused. Hold on. Her testimony report? The... Oh, no. Okay. What? Is it I'm confused. Send help. No, okay. Oh, I'm lost. I'm thirsty. I have no idea. Me neither. It's because it was like further into the room. I don't know. Wow. Mom. Mom, I don't get it.
Take that!
Present the photo. I already presented the photo of the body. I'm so confused. Had that guy's photo. I did that already. I presented these three already.
Take that!
What are we doing? I'm checking the walkthrough. Present the investigation request. What? Oh! We never told her! We never told her he was shot. I don't get it. Shit. Yeah, we never told her. I forgot. Clavier gave this to us. We never told her. Okay.
Take that!
Tell me, Lamour, how did you know he had been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was kinky. Not everyone knows about the murder, damn, yeah. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. I'm gonna love later when I end stream downing like a whole bottle of water and then going to bed. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Lataz had been shot. How could you have known? York. Something like that. Lamour, you weren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want us to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. So I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Lataz had been shot. I think this is where I'm supposed to present the floor plan. Because if she just quickly went in and out, like, the bullet holes are behind her in the wall. Check the floor plans. Yeah, that's like... Because she had to, if she just... Behind the door! They're behind the door as well. That makes it even worse. This is the door itself. It swings this way. It swings inward, so it would literally cover at least one of the bullet holes. She couldn't see it, yeah.
Objection!
We're getting somewhere. And what, they call you the sign of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. Put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Your Honor, objection. Your Honor, actually... You weren't even there. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah? Come on, can I be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lamois, you looked in from the room for yeah. Lamois, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But there were the walls, doors on. You see, assuming you were merely glancing into the room, you could have seen those bullet holes. Yeah. Hilarious. Hold on. Hold on, let me quickly. Or should I accidentally wipe Shadow? 3 months, never mind, whatever. Moi. Yes. I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something. And I must tell you what it is what I saw? Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. To understand your reputation is at stake, it falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Ooh, I like that, actually. Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining Havel does absolutely nothing. Virginia, God. It's hilarious, because in the stream on Monday, I failed to realize that it's not an actual country. I literally... I looked it up, not realizing it's a fake country. So I thought it was some, like, little country in Africa, maybe. That I just didn't know about, because when I struggle with countries, it's usually, like, the small ones in Africa. But, yeah, no, it's just straight up fake. And I failed to recognize that, I guess. Japanifornia moment. But you knew how Mr. Littell's died, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamois. Very well. Lamois, please continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. What I saw? 2. Electric Boogaloo. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. Frank saw it? There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Maki. It was a grown person. I know it was. So you did witness the crime. Oh, I remember this. Oh no. Am I gonna hate this again? The killer was a grown person, you say? You will be so mad after this is found out. I still think... I feel like also somehow Darian is involved in this. I don't know. I feel like... Can I see the floor plans? Hold on. I feel like they're gonna just traumatize Clavier and not have him be an accomplice or something. Hold on, I fucked up. These are the floor plans. The window's like over here. But it still doesn't make sense. I think. Like... What? Realistically speaking, unless we didn't discover something, it can't have been through the little window either, because there's a wall here. Here's what I'll tell you. Don't tell me anything at first. I want to see if I can... These are the floor plans. Don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. I want to see if I can figure this out on my own. And the killer was a grown person? You say? Ah, this is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice player forward. Very well, Herr. I mean, Mr. Justice, you may begin your cross-examination. Get going, Apollo. Were you right about Lamar? What's wrong? You don't look too happy. This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Can you give me, like, a floor plan for, like, outside or something? What exactly is something like a little window? What kind of question is this? It's a little window. Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. Because that's how it is said, yes. You need not worry, Lemoire. Your choice of words is impeccable. There's a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this deed. Hey, so funny thing. Apparently my window was, not my window, I think, apparently my door was open the entire time until now. And I didn't notice. Anyway. My entire family heard me. Okay. Okay, I am going to sit down in the corner and cry. I, saw the crime from there. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop. Well, duh. But it wasn't Maki. Hey, as long as they don't know English, they're all kind of shit at it. Some know more than others, but it's still embarrassing, I guess. Yes, quite certain. It amuses me that you would question a testimony. It is testimony in your favor, isn't it my job to object? You, Trucy, shut the fuck up. I do not like you. What? She wants to be Maya so bad. Can you tell me how you were so sure? Yes, of course, you see. It's a grown person, I know it was. Yes. Grown person, that's a little vague. I'm sorry, my skill with your language is lacking, I know. Certainly you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female. It was a man, a young man. Are you sure of that? Yes, his voice was quite clear. Voice? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice is the voice of a man. So he heard a voice, but wait. Could that have been a victim, Mr. Litthouse? You wanna call bullshit and quit? So true. I still think, I forgot that there's that random dude in the yellow shirt that was running around. For some reason. Silly ash fuck. Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget about the voice? If it was Mr. Litthouse who spoke, I would have known. Indeed. So you were there at the window when you heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man. Paula, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Maki. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion on this testimony? My heart is telling me it's pretty good. My brain is telling me it's contradictory because it's Ace Attorney. I'm gonna say it's contradictory, I don't know. Though it pains me to say this. There's something about Lamoire's testimony that rings false. Heh, bravo. Bravo, your forehead. You're cold as an ice salt. I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime. But that means Lamoire has to be lying. I know, and I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting. It is as the forehead says, yet this is not the only contradiction within our testimony. What next? Lamoire, I understand why you would want to protect Maki. But remember, you was the siren of the ballad. And lies do not become such a creature. What does the prosecution mean? Paulo, what is he talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? I recall this diet of this crime scene quite well. Stay in the room? Yes, and when the murder took place. That window was closed. I don't have to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure... Lamoire, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. And my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat less.
Objection!
But she's the only eyewitness we have. So you say, and the victim named as the siren as the witness? That's right, that's what Mr. Latals... We heard your claim, even if he even entertains the possibility, and it brought us to this. Herr Judge. Yes. Prosecution requests that the witness be excused, please. I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility. But if Lamoire can testify, you don't have a chance of proving Maki's innocence. This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin, you may continue making your case. Danke. Now where were we? Ah yes, I would like to hear Frau Fräulein Detective again.
Objection!
Wait, let me hear Lamoire's testimony one last time. One last time, like the song by Ariana Grande? But the cross-examination is already over, until such a time as the need arises. This witness may leave the stand. I'm sorry, I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, your forehead? Oh, I didn't just miss out my last chance. Fräulein Detective, how far have we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? Don't ask me. I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore. Gonna stop screaming in my chat, please. There's people trying to sleep here. If you would, Miss Guy. I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Lataz's killer could have escaped was through the air vent on the ceiling. Should be asleep too, and you know, it's like midnight here. I mean, you can go to bed. What? No, I don't think anything's stopping you. Oh yes, there was only a door in the room, and a witness, you, was standing in front of it. That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through. I certainly would have a difficult time. My will to be here is stopping me. Good. Good. Ha! Good. I'm kidding. Thanks for your willpower, hashtag Persona 5, though. You sure would, not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the old backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. I'm too determined to see your reaction to the case. You can always watch the VODs back, I guess. Like, that's why I post them. Anyone who meets the killer's the only one who meets the conditions for a killer is the defendant. If you chose a performance, I couldn't have put it better myself. No, I wanted live raw. Okay. Raw. Next question. She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh? What's that? The circumstance of the defendant's arrest. Circumstances? Again? Yeah, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Maki? That was bizarre. She's right. Why did Mr. Littell's body disappear from the room? It ended up on the top of that stage tower. Holding a guitar, no less. I don't know how much coke I snorted, but I swear to God, if his name is like a joke on the number 2, and there's 2 of this guy somehow, I think I'm reaching here. It was kind of an accident, really, but you work in this job long enough. Got a nose for things. The judge sure she should. You may be reehing. I may be reehing, yeah. The judge sure seems sure. God damn it! The judge sure she. The judge sure she. The judge sure seems pleased with himself. God damn it! Very, very good, Fräulein Detective. Leave me alone. Very good, Fräulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? Amber says forgotten alien. Me having a brain fart is nothing new, unfortunately. I can get worse. Don't worry about it. Oh, but that was still pretty bad. And how does that lead us to the killer? Still to body because of some lyrics. Multi-dimensional monster. No one in this country had the motive to kill the victim. So Maki practically left her signature at the scene. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant. And what song? Yes, the Guitar Serenade. You noticed its code too, did you not? Its code? All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. I'm not reading this. No, we don't need to go over this again, please. Oh, guitar up together to the sky. Bruh. That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. I admit I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me to the grand finale, as it were. Hey, you know I was the one who first noticed that. Heard of jumping rope songs and counting to songs. But killing? It's a wild world out there, head judge. Shut up, Trucy. So true, bestie. She wishes she was Maya so bad. Very well, we've heard one song and dance. Let's get on to the next, the cross-examination. I'm not so sure I'm going to be doing so much singing. Who the fuck texted me? Shut up. Mike stole the body from Larry X. Moved the body to match Lamoise. Oh, no one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. Magically. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by signature? Bullet holes in the wall, of course. Bullet holes? Revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall. And that means what exactly? That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in the air. They can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It would be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range. Difficult to miss, you say? Very, assuming the shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Lucky, he can't see. That's why he missed? That's the only explanation that makes sense. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monotons are almost blaring its time, yeah? Okay, question. What's the question? Feed pics $20 out. Unless it's something else you want. If the thing was fired twice and one hit the victim, why is there 2 bullet holes on the wall? They said that the gun is like really strong, so it pierced him. During the investigation, I think it was Emma said that it's like a really high caliber, or I don't know how guns work, but they basically said that it pierced his shoulder. What the fuck? I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know how guns work on. Does this really high caliber revolver just says this? Nah, man, they fired a cannon. Hand cannon from Fortnite? Fortnite? Did you vaguely mention Fortnite in my chat room? Oh no. Cranking 90s. Cranking 90s. Hardly ideal conditions for tracking my sound. Blind shooter. No wonder he missed. I know those bullet holes will come back to haunt me. Think, Justice, what do I do now? Well, the option in these was never to sit back and watch. So, brace an objection. Sure, there were bullet holes left on the wall. But that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see. Oh, how so? Well, that could have been a struggle with the victim. That's certainly possible. And it might have been the revolver's fault. Revolver? The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant Maki Dubai is, as you can see, tiny. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim. A convincing argument, to be sure. Take that, smug prosecution. Apollo? Huh? What? How about Maki being tiny? And the gun throwing off his aim? Aren't you kind of admitting that he did... Oh. What's the correct option to actually say I'm just gonna sit here? It doesn't matter why he missed. What matters is that the shooter was without a doubt the defendant. Even the defense seemed to agree on that point. Yerk, or Cripes, I really put my foot in this time, but let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, fallen detective. Oopsies. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony, right? But why?
Hold it!
You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that. I wouldn't call it proof per se. Huh? You've merely raised a possibility. One detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there's nothing more as evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent.
Objection!
But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place? Ah, a very good point. Well, Fräulein Detective, if you would care to explain. He certainly seems sure of himself. We call the crime scene, if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents. I don't believe it. No. Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance, including Maki Tobai. Would have known there was a way out, would be a way out at the top of the stepladder. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Could have figured it out yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there. Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder. Well, their forehead, out of ammunition perhaps? If the recent prosecutor Gavin's so aggressive, maybe he's caught the scent of blood. Paulo, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see. That'll put him in his place. Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. I would take down one of their central points. Do you have any evidence that can prove that, though? Okay. Silly idea. Hear me out. The writing on the floor was wiped, I think. At least that's what it looks like. The assumption is that he wrote something in his own blood, and to protect their identity, the killer wiped it? To try and hide it? At least to their best ability? It's my idea, I think. Perhaps, possibly. Or the lyrics. I'm gonna go with the picture first. Accept the prosecution's silence. As I knew you would have. Go ahead. What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Maki, who's blind, did it. The defense will please to present their evidence. This overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see.
Take that!
Okay. Well, it must be the lyrics then, because how else could you read them? How else could you know that you were supposed to shoot? Right?
Take that!
What? Huh? gonna go get something to drink while I figure this out. Can you bring me some water? Is it because of the furniture? Is it because of the furniture?
Take that!
Nope. Am I supposed to present something here? That's my first question. Let me check. Right back. I'm so confused. Did we get anything? No. What? Hold on. There's another contradiction. Closed examination. Yeah, I did this. Missing body. I'm so confused. The playthrough isn't what? The walkthrough is. Boss was banned the wall present. Well, I think we did this. This is her second. Or you could have fit in the air vents. Things pretty good to the place. Nothing at this point. Career systems are not a contradiction. Meant to be there for. Yeah, we're on this cross examination. Hold on, let me just say no need. No, it doesn't. Do we actually not have anything? I don't know. The walkthrough didn't say anything about this, so I think it's.
Hold it!
So I think it's twice missed a hole in the wall. Hold on. Miss Smoky Clancy. What? I'm so lost. Bullet holes in the wall. Remember Maki's spine? The filler could have killed the Tesla one shot if you can see going to give gestures and rejection of Garfall. From the state of the crime scene, I'm concluding the shoe of spine. Present the crime photo on this statement.
Hold it!
Wait, no, I didn't mean to press.
Objection!
We did this. Oh, that the killer isn't blind. I still think it has. I think so. The blood being wiped away. It's obviously text. Do they want me to present this here then?
Objection!
I was supposed to present and not press on it. Oh my god. Prosecution holds that the shooter can see a scientific conclusion based on thorough examination of the crime scene. Yes. Apparently not thorough enough. I have a certain piece of evidence that completely overturns your claim. What? This is that evidence. The photograph of the crime scene? I don't care much for the smirk of Prosecutor Gavin's face. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Then perhaps you'd show us the something? Get your finger out the breeze and put it to good use, yeah? Very well. Very well. Show us what you the contradiction Instagram. Well, this.
Take that!
Once you start to do this, let's see. I was right. I just didn't go about it as the game wanted me to. At least I was right, I guess. Jesus. I thought it was just my blurry vision, but it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head, much like a gesture I have seen many times in this court. It's almost as if he wrote something? I get it, at least I think I get it. Get what, Fräulein? When Mr. Littels was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? What would he write in his but his own blood? Pretty good, huh? Thanks for making my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility. The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Drat, I just wish I wasn't all rubbed out like that. Of course it's rubbed out. Why if I were a killer? I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Nisa, what up? No one has anything else to say? About what? So, the prosecution accepts this? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out? What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the writing was their name? Well, Mr. Littels was writing something in blood once the killer saw what it was. Wait. Once he saw what it was? But what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were blind. Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. Everyone having a brain fart right now. For once, Apollo isn't the one lagging behind. Crazy. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? Okay, no, that was way too much moaning. May I remind the court that the defendant, Maki Tsuruhai, is blind? He couldn't have been the shooter. Impossible! Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means? I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. You're up until now. It seems I was accorded an apology. So Gavin is our band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred during our concert. Apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us. I've got an idea. Let's rock with these documents, but before that, I have a question for the foreign detective. Getting another updated Odyssey report right now. No, don't, please. No. Don't do this to me, please. If I may? What? Tell me. Why do you think that Maki Bai is blind? Huh? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course? He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Wally lead him around by the hand all the time? No way. I swear to God, if my one-off joke at the beginning that he's not actually blind and is faking it, if this turns out to be true, I swear to God, if I was right, I have a report here on the defendant Maki Bai. According to this Maki Bai, can see perfectly. Fuck you! I hate this game! I hate this game! I hate this game so much! I hate... Yeah. I was joking! I mean, I could have seen it coming mostly, but I was joking! Fuck you! My fucking god, dude. I was... Oh, it's the fact that I called it that makes it even worse. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Virginians. You can see quite a bit. What you said... What did I say exactly? Therefore, not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fräulein Detective. But that's... a significant fact, yes? Consider Maki Bai sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problem with this. What about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe our forehead need be explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was a kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown off your brightest skies. Ugh. This is where the real fun begins, Herr Forehead. The way I launched my headset off of my head, I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comedic relief? A comic relief? Yeah, apologize. 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 Apologize! Come on, apologize. I love references. Hey guys, I made a reference, you know what that means. Haha. By the way, that counter is hilariously off because no one's using it, so, but... Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. He's angered the Trucy now, look out. We can please end the bickering now. Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue solving to this case if it kills me. But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant. Don't say that. Uh-huh. What? This blood stain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what happened, yes. You might be able to find out what was really written here. Really? You can do that? That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Ah, yes. Have we done those tests? Have you done those tests before? Fuck. As if I'm going to tell you. The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now? Great. Go for it, Apollo, huh? I have to do the test. You just have to spray the luminol on it. It's simple. Chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. Love that smug Emma. So true, bestie. Like that they brought her back and like she actually achieved her dream. It's kind of cute. Right? Ready. Right. Ready? It's easy as pie. Just press space to spray an area. Here, give it a try. The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. Apollo, your hand's shaking. Ugh. Damn, he's Ice Spice. Grah. He's in the court like, you thought I was feeling you? I mean, it's absolute gibberish, but what if it's an... What if it's an 110... What if it's a 11037 moment? That's not a name. It may be a 11037 moment. This must be the power of science. Binary code. This is not binary. IPXX314206. Maybe you turn it around. 11037? Is that the killer's name? Maybe it is. The killer was a robot. Aha, I have it. So what is it? I thought those letters. IPXX looked familiar. This is an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Is it actually Darian? No! Don't! I swear to God, if I was right twice with random crackpot theories, I'm going to lose it. Yes, most undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he not write that number? Why would Mr. Litthouse even know a number like that? Good show, foreign detective. Rock on. Eh? Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you... Darian, you have what we need. Go check into this your thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. Like, it should not take that long to type that in. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet if this number is really that of an Interpol agent... Oh wait, I know. What if marketed device really an undercover Interpol agent? That would be a possibility. Possibility, yes. And ones that would mark him as the killer for certain. But it'll tell us now an Interpol ID number. That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? Honestly, I think if it's actually the guy that was running around backstage that we saw twice in the yellow suit, it's actually going to be so much worse. Because I hate it when they do that, because it's like really boring, actually. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we? A curious mystery concerning Tomaki Chibai. What are you talking about? Roland Detective, please accept my apologies. I received words that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you. You had me until that last bit. Does this not raise a rather straightforward question? Well, sure. Why did Maki pretend he couldn't see? Exactly, it makes little sense. What do you think, Forehead? Huh? Me? Maki Tabai pretended he was blind. Do you know why? How could he know? Hey, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us the whole time. Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? No, that's the moment I heard that report. I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else. What does that have to do with anything? There was a reason why Maki Tabai pretended to be blind, but it wasn't for his own sake. Get you the picture now. It wasn't for himself, or Lamois. She's probably the murderer or something. Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness? Do I? Is it because of Lamois? That can be a good show forehead. There's a lot of something. Why can't I figure those things out on my own? To make his way from this guy. Very well, look at this. This way was spreading you could see. What? Are the quotation marks? No.
Take that!
You're kidding me. Oh my god. You're joking. What? That is Lamois? Lamois and Maki Tabai. Recall their relationship, in particular their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country. Lamois and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. He would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. She led him at all times, never letting him go. All times. Yet, we have just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Maki could see. Why did they have to keep up this whole... Why did they have to keep up the act this... Why did they have to keep up this act the whole time? Well, wasn't it part of their... performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Maki did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing. Really? Really? It was all the other way around. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamois. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamois is... she's... Yes, Your Honor. Lamois is blind. Go on, bro. I'm going on, bro. Voice Emma. This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Is it now? Please shed some... Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. The only thing outrageous is I see about the defense is this vast fight. Oh my god, stop body shaming Apollo. Jesus, bro, let him breathe. Yet he is not vast in veins this time. He's quite correct. But that makes no sense. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Well, since we have her here. Why not ask Glamoise, eh? I believe she's still in the witness waiting room. Paulo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, smack us nuts. I mean, bailiff, bring in Lamois. Lamois. It pains me to call you before us again this way. But yet I must. Please do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes. She really can't see? Really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Virginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. So you are? Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lamois. Which was actually not bullshitting. Know too that my memories begin in darkness, where light has no meaning for Lamois. See, you may recall me saying something towards the beginning of this trial aforehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. I'm so smart! I five-headed you from the very beginning. I am going to smack you. I'm going to smack your nuts. Clavier Gavin? More like Clavier Gavin. Fuck you. Oh. Now, Lamois, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intention to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor? Yes, of course. Though I admit I am a little lost here. And we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. Apparently this is the last cross-examination. I know I said there was gonna be a short stream, but I'm gonna just finish the trial. I know it's only gonna be like about 2 hours, but I really don't want to push it. Next Saturday, I promise I'm gonna stay up longer, just to to remedy it. Maybe not Ace Attorney, but we'll see. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with a PR line before he knew this. Short stream with Apollo Justice? No way. Man, we've been going for 2 hours now. I know it's a Saturday, but I have to be at work at 8. And I want to go to bed on time. I want to get like maybe 7 hours of sleep in. 7, maybe 6.5. And I already did 5. I'm doing 5 streams this week. Granted, Tuesday wasn't scheduled, but I hope y'all are okay with it. So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others. But this is a murder trial. I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. It was to keep my blindness a secret no matter what. You know, Bruce, you are alright. I mean, some people may not know, especially if they watch this back, so I'm just gonna say it to be sure for someone's like, I don't know, the year is 3,496, someone's on YouTube watching back the VODs. Why is this VOD only 2 hours? What the skibbity? Oh no, the VODs, no, the recording itself is less than 2 hours, but a NDC really kills people. What's NDC? What? She told us the truth in the beginning when she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine. Non-disclosure contract. Imagine... Oh, I just realized that must have been so painful. Him being shot, having her on the seat. Wait, did Lataus know? I mean, he was on the team, so he should have known, right? No, whatever, never mind. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Oh, there's one thing past the testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Pretty sure everyone in the team knew. I mean, yeah, they say this, but like, even then, imagine the thought, like, you just got shot. And the only person on the crime of the scene that can help you doesn't really know that you're dying. Like I mean, maybe they can hear you, I guess, but someday I'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware that this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful for the witness. Okay. There was only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. Memory of the lights. Or darkness and sound. My producer came up with Mr. Lataus, of course, he was my manager, so he knew, and that's what's been bugging me. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You were thinking of when you discovered his body, yes? Is he right, Apollo? Yes, I was. Not this again. Oh. Witness can't see. That's what he meant. Witness is Siren. Shit. Ask witness and he named you. How would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness, Siren. We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Before? That's right, he tried to tell you when he said, yeah, I was talking about himself, yeah. Told ya! He was talking about the witness. I see. Too bad the defense did not. Well, Herr Freund, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. Ugh. Order! Recall Moss' earlier testimony. Away from the stage to the backstage exit, there were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. She couldn't have heard those gunshots. How we proved that? That's not the most important point here. Hmm? This moment he was shot, and Mr. Little's witnessed us through that window. Where else would you have named her as a witness? Ah, but I really did hear but I really did hear them. Too bad the defense did not, neither did the witness, you fuck. Dissing Kevin, yay. Fortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course. But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know if it in an instant. And no, Darren is gonna run in and she's gonna be like, "It's him." What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? We have the results back from the investigation. Investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Latos left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Krishant, your report, please. Don't tell me I was right again, please. Please! I asked Interpol about that number. I'm sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darian. Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent? The agent registered on that number was Roman Lataus. What? Oh, undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Lataus himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. Please note your predictions down next time. No, please don't. Am I actually correct? We can play right or wrong. I think you mean right. Or wrong. Ha! Phoenix, right? Trying to tell us his own identity, and a cautious killer tried to wipe them away. So it tells us an undercover Interpol agent, so him being Lamoire's manager. It's just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found. But how odd was it? It concerns that 45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon. Apparently it belonged to Roman Lataus. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms. And the registration number on the revolver matched. So, the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It's hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on his undercover op. Wonder how that ties into everything. It's got to tie in somehow, you'd think. Yeah, somehow. Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help. Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. And this is gonna be Lamoire, and she's gonna be like, it's his voice. Wait, Lamoire, is something the matter? The voice just now. Darian? Mr. Darian, is it? Yo, what's up? I'm slowly starting to remember the whole case. No, it's the fact for me that I keep bullshitting my way with these crackpot theories, and they turn out to be correct. This keeps happening, and it pisses me off. What do you mean I'm right again? What are you talking about? Crackpot theories are legal in this world. Also, I'm absolutely clipping my crash out from earlier. I'm gonna clip that after stream. Because I need people to see that, but oh my god, you can't tell me Again? Again? I was like, Oh, it would be funny if it was Darien, so they can traumatize Clavier, and I was correct. I was right. What? It's like it's like that one shade in audio. Lenny killed Cowell because Cowell killed Cowell. Dude, she's right. What? This is literally what I feel like right now. Oh my god. Actually, the old country's on it. That's why your theories make sense. I'm telling you, Danganronpa and Ace Attorney are literally rewiring my brain. The fact that I see shit like this coming is crazy. I don't mean to sound arrogant, but me calling shit like this. What? This is wild. It was him? You aren't saying. That voice I heard talking to Mr. Littau's when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien. Is this some kind of joke? What? No way. Dude, Clavier's losing it. Courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to be suspended temporarily. I'd never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accurate accusation like that. Emoa She's fingering him? Okay. Could it really have been his voice Lamois heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it. Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo. To be continued. What the fuck? Okay. Well, that's wild, I guess. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to react. I just add that to my list out of context umbers. You have a whole fucking list of me being out of context. I can. It's the, like, believe me when I'm saying this. I am already heavily sort of quote unquote censoring myself for the streams. I can be so much worse than this. In maybe a better and a worse way. Maybe I'll come out of that shell a little to be more entertaining. I don't know. I have one for everyone. Oh lord. Maybe I should add a quotes channel, as Dove said. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. We are. I'm not sure yet if I'll continue Ace Attorney next week. Probably will. I'm not sure yet. I'll think about it. Because I have 2 streams this week for Ace Attorney. I'll probably just do one next week. We'll see. Viewers become Umber broadcasts and go insane with it. No censorship, no nothing. I don't think I want to be horny on stream. At least not like other people, maybe. If I stream Monster Prom someday with someone, don't worry, I will be horny on that. Because some of those fuckers. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna call it a day here. And we'll continue next week. Thanks everyone for stopping by. The VODs for today and for Monday are probably gonna go up tomorrow. I'll see for it to be done. Be horny on main Umbra, no one will shame you. I would. The issue is, well, not the only issue, I guess. 2 people that I know IRL follow me here, so I am a bit cautious with that, and that horny side of me is pretty much reserved for people that I'm close with, kind of, and even then, just like a specific group of people, so to speak. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Can't wait to gulp down some water before bed. And of course, as always, schedule tomorrow. And we will probably be seeing each other on Monday, because Monday is one of those unspoken stream days for me. Take care after stream. Take after stream care. Thanks, class. You too. And I will see you next time on whatever game we're gonna be playing. And I will be posting the clip like in a couple minutes on the server. So yeah, public crash out. Well, then I would say stay chaotic and goodbye.